I had never looked like that before, not even in my younger days. When they're getting these surgeries and they're talking about twerking in the clubs and bottles on bottles, they don't realize that that is completely opposite of the kind of lifestyle that they need to live. Who doesn't love a party girl? A party girl always skips the line at the clubs, not to mention they never have to pay to be in the VIP booths. And you can always catch them at Chanel with a millionaire on deck, no cap, right? Isn't that what we want? I mean, that's why most girls from 23 to 30 actually get surgery, because they want to be the party girl. But the crazy part is that when they're getting these surgeries and they're talking about twerking in the clubs and bottles on bottles, they don't realize that that is completely opposite of the kind of lifestyle that they need to live to be able to sustain their results. So from the OG party girl herself, today, we're going to talk about the 3 tips on how to mentally maintain your surgery results. Lego. Hey guys, my name is Laura Alexis. I'm the CEO and founder of Make It Pop, the first ever 360 recovery system designed for women who are having surgery. I had my business blow up, seem like overnight. And while I was healing in my body and living my best life, because literally I had never looked like that before. I had never looked like that before, not even in my younger days. Not only that, but I had never been in a 7-figure earning space before. And so if you can imagine, I was just living it. We're talking yachts, we're talking the best tequila, we're talking all the VIP cabanas, we're talking all the best parties, luxury worldwide. And for some reason, that was not fulfilling the deep hole that I had inside and stopping me from mornings. Like I remember this was in literally the middle of the day. And I don't even know right now why I was crying, other than the fact that I was just extremely sad with my life. You know, and if it wasn't for the fact that my daughter needed me and was alive, and I definitely had many thoughts about taking my life. I really think it's important to touch on this subject because like we all want to be in like the amazing new clothes, amazing new outfits with the booties. You always want to twerk. I mean, go out with your friends, have nice dinners, pop bottles, like I said, champagne, fine wine. But all of this is actually the complete opposite of the kind of lifestyle that you need to have after having surgery. I mean, it's okay to do every once in a while, responsibly. But if you're doing it every weekend, honey, that is a problem. And that is how 60% of women who have surgery unravel and undo their results within the first 2 years after surgery. That's why you have so many people going back to surgery so quickly within a year, within 2 years, because they didn't build the habits. And it seems cool, you know, that all of your favorite, you know, rappers and models and all of this are partying, but most of the time in their shot glasses, honey, they have water. And it's because people with those kind of bodies, that kind of skin, that kind of team around them, you know, they have fitness trainers, they have chefs, they have nutritionists, they have everything. And so they're not doing the most every weekend in the clubs and the lounges and the hookah lounges, like many of the women between the ages of 23 and 30 that are having surgery these days. The first tip that I would give you when you are post-surgery is you will need to change your support group. If your support group is the one that when you're feeling down, they're like, come on, girl, let's go to the club. Come on, let's have a shot. Like, let's go have a drink. Like, if that's their coping mechanism to bring you some type of support, you probably need to reevaluate that support group. And I'm going to tell you why. After you have surgery, your body is different. It can't handle things the way that it used to. And it certainly can't handle a whole bunch of alcohol and keep the same composition that your surgeon created. Unfortunately, you know, it was really hard for me to get out of that, you know, luxury, VIP, you know, lounge, always buying bottles type of lifestyle. out. Like I was basically ripped out of it. Had I not been ripped out of it abruptly, then I'd probably still be living that life right now. And I wouldn't say that I would feel as fulfilled. And I certainly wouldn't be talking to you. So your support group is everything. And it's super important. Before we go to number 2, I really want to make sure that you all, like, deep down in your soul, understand why we've created this page. This page was created to be an advocate for the woman who is going on their journey and is just not sure where to go in different facets, whether it's recovery, whether it's they're still trying to book a surgeon, don't know where to go, who's going to be board certified, who hasn't had deaths, who has the best facilities. You know, women that are going on the surgery journey, they never really take the time to look at these little details that make a big difference in their recovery. So if you know somebody who's going on their surgery journey, someone that you love, and you want them to have the best recovery, send them here. Send them to our page, tell them to like, subscribe to our free resources. Knowledge is power. And when you're having surgery, it is not to be put to question. Just make sure, you know, if you love them, send it. Okay. Now, number 2, if you are going to have a great recovery, then you need to have the right environment. And what is environment? What you mean? I need to be like in the rain and the sun and the sleet and the hail? Not that kind of environment. I mean, what do the 5 immediate people that you spend time with every day, what does that look like? Where are you living? Like, is it conducive to you being more active when it is time to? Are you frequenting like certain stores or certain malls or plazas or nightclubs that maybe you shouldn't be going to? I mean, this kind of intertwines with number 1, but support and environment, they do go hand in hand. Wherever you go to relax, wherever you go to let off steam, wherever you go to relieve stress, because that's really what all those things do. Shopping, the gym, the club, the lounges, all of that stuff that gives you the clout that you want to go on Instagram, be like, look, I'm here. All of that is filling something. And so your environment is everything. And if you can't change your environment, remove yourself and put yourself into an environment that's going to cater to your recovery. Because at the end of the day, ladies, when we're thinking about surgery, what is our dream outcome? Our dream outcome is that we have an amazing surgery with no complications, be able to know that we're going to wake up, get back to the people that we love, but also that our results are going to be amazing, that we're going to look like our wish pick, or we're going to look like the healthier and more athletic versions of ourselves. And so when you are thinking about the surgery, you have to think about recovery. And that's why we created this channel. A lot of times it's only about how does this procedure work? How does that procedure work? Any information that you would like to see us share on this channel, like maybe there's questions that you have that you haven't seen us share, leave it in the comments below. We want to know what you want to talk about. We will get the information from credible sources with decades of experience so that you will be able to know before you go. Now, our last one, you know, it is kind of number 1, but I wanted to talk about it last because you need to know who you are on the inside and love who that is. And that's self-image. So in order to have a strong recovery, you have to have a strong self-image. And I'm going to tell you how I know that. Right after this, I was having an amazing day on the yacht. As you can see, I'm like super beautiful looking. My body looks banging. But what you don't know is right after that, I literally was standing on the top of a hotel building in Colombia, Cartagena, and contemplating jumping. There was a lot of alcohol involved. I had been drinking all day. I wasn't living. I mean, I was making all the money. My body looked great, but inside I hated myself. And so without a strong self-image, it doesn't matter what you change on the outside. You know, there's always going to be a broken mirror. I really, really hope that you understand that when it comes to recovery, it's much deeper than just getting the bandages off. That's why we created this channel. And next week, we're going to dig deeper into the subject of the broken mirror. Why is it that we can have this amazing work done and still not see the result visually? It really, really goes deeper. So you know what to do. If you love this episode, like, share, subscribe. Please leave your notes, your likes, your dislikes in the comments. We accept them all. Come back next week. We're going to be talking about the broken mirror. For those of you who waited and got through the whole thing, here is the result of last week's episode. So now that I'm on semaglutide for 7 months. I'm gonna go for 2 more months, and then I'm gonna wean myself down on the last month to get off of it. But overall, it does work as long as you have like a plan. That really matters. Again, so glad that you made it. I hope that you're enjoying this ride, and let's keep going to the moon, my babies.